Do you want to play Sugar and Spice in D&D, but you don't want to play two bards? Here are the builds. Eladrin. You may be twins, but your seasons are never the same. Y'all get a +2 and a +1 to 2 stats. Put the +2 in Charisma and the +1 in Con. Y'all also get Dark Vision to paint your faces in the dark clubs you never frequent. Fey Ancestry, so you don't accidentally charm each other. Fey Step, which is Misty Step with benefits. Proficiency in Perception, so you can always clock what your twin is doing. And Trance, because y'all are young and 4 hours of sleep is all you need. Your background is Influencer, because... Wait, Influencer isn't a background? Fluff it. Custom background. Proficiency in Persuasion, Deception, and Disguise kits. Sugar also gets proficiency in Weaver's tools. And Spice gets proficiency in... Wait, what does she get proficiency in?
Painter's tools, because she studies photography.
Work. Do you want to build Paprika?
Sure, she's more interesting than aspartame.
Use standard array for the stats. Here are the stats. Here are the stats with boosts. Keep that wisdom and charisma high because we're multiclassing.
Spice isn't, but I agree with these stats.
If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. At 5,000 followers, we'll make a stat block for Mama Roo. We're starting Sugar
And Spice.
with 1 level of Warlock.
First level warlocks get proficiency in light armor to expand their looks, simple weapons like clubs, darts, and purses, wisdom and charisma saving throws, and 2 skills from the warlock list.
For Sugar, pick Arcana to understand the magic of dolls, and History to understand where the magic started.
Spice will have intimidation to scare people with your confidence, and history to know the history of dolls.
Sugar is sweet and helpful, so she has a Celestial Patron. Celestial Warlocks get an expanded spell list, Sacred Flame and Light cantrips for free, which works for you since you're the light of the party and your reads burn like the sun.
Circulos didn't even make it to the reading challenge.
And Sugar's read in the reunion was still good. And Healing Light, which is a pool of d6s equal to 1 plus your Warlock level that you can use to heal someone. Spend these on Cardamom before she hurts herself performing a lip sync.
At least Spice got to the lip syncs more than once.
Healing Light is a bonus action, and you can spend the number of dice equal to your Charisma mod. It's literally a better healing word. Be liberal with the healing. The dice come back on a long rest, and you'll be getting a lot more of these later. For cantrips and spells, pick Eldritch Blast because it's the best attack cantrip in the game. Friends, so everyone likes you on the spot. Cure Wounds to keep yourself peppy. And Guiding Bolt because it's the best damn first level attack spell in the game.
Those spells don't sound very nice.
I said Sugar's helpful, not nice.
Spice is so dark and edgy that she came out of a coffin. She's an undead warlock. Undead warlocks get an expanded spell list and form of dread. As a bonus action, you transform yourself into a spooky ooky creature.
More like emo kids if they wore makeup well.
You just don't understand. In your form of dread, you get a temporary HP equal to 1d10 plus your warlock level. And if you hit a creature with an attack while in your dread era, creatures must make a wisdom saving throw or be scared of you until the end of your next turn.
Turmeric is as scary as a wet paper towel. Just watch the Lollapalooza.
You're also immune to being scared because you're undead and don't feel fear. And you can use this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Your cantrips and spells are Eldritch Blast because duh. Prestidigitation because you may be spooky and emo, but you gotta clean off that mug. Hex so that you mess with other drag queens. And Arms of Adar because Spice isn't always nice.
At level 2, Sugar dips her toes into a level of Grave Cleric. She gets proficiency in medium armor and shields, expanding her looks and protecting her twin better. It's a win-win.
Unlike the time she lost to Spice.
Seriously, that should have been double Shantae. She also gets ritual casting because putting on makeup is a ritual to you. You're a Grave Cleric, so Bane and False Life are always prepared. When someone hits on you at Trader Joe's, you're ready to turn them down. You also get Circle of Mortality, where creatures with 0 HP get maximum healing from your spells. So let your allies die before healing them to get maximum healing.
Wait, maximumer? Why not just unalive them?
Holy crap, hun!
What?
You also get Spare the Dying Plus, which is a bonus action instead of an action and has a 30-foot range. No one is dying on your watch. Grave Clerics also get Eyes of the Grave, which lets you sense undead within 60 feet for those times when you aren't always next to Mint. For cantrips, pick Guidance because who hasn't used it all the time in Baldur's Gate? Mending to work in tandem with your Weaver's tools, and Thaumaturgy so everybody can hear you coming. You have access to the whole Cleric spell list for spells, but pick Sanctuary because the best defense is a good defense, and Bless is the best damn first level spell in the game.
And I say the best defense is a good offense, so Spice is going to be sticking with Warlock. Level 2 Warlocks get their invocations. Pick Agonizing Blast because Eldritch Blast is going to be how you spice things up. And Repelling Blast because if they can't get to you, then they can't hurt you. For your new spell, you're going to be picking Unseen Servant because you need someone to open presents when you're wearing nails.
It's time for level 3, and Sugar is jumping back into Warlock.
Stop copying me.
It's only copying if it's the same. For invocations, pick Agonizing Blast because nothing hurts more than being told no, and Lance of Lethargy because look at you, you're stunning. Your new spell is Unseen Servant because Nutmeg can't be the only one with a helper.
This is like copying my homework but making it look different. Level 3 is where Spice formalizes her pact with Mama Roo. You're gonna go Pact to the Chain. You get Find Familiar spell for free, and you get the Imp because an influencer always needs a good cameraman. For your spells, pick Crown of Madness. No one will deny the will of the Spicy Queen.
Is that Dairy Queen's less popular brother?
Ugh.
Level 4 gives Sugar another level in Warlock. She also makes a pact with Mama Roo, picking Pact of the Chain and an imp for her familiar.
Seriously, Saccharin?
They're identical twins, things are gonna be similar. On top of going invisible, the imp can act as a conduit for your healing spells. Is Rosemary too far away? Send in the imp and heal her with Cure Wounds. For your spell, pick Armor of Agathis. That way when an anonymous commenter leaves hate, they can get a taste of their own medicine.
Level 4 Warlocks get an ASI. Let's pump up that charisma and make your Eldritch Blast even more potent. Drop Unseen Servant at this level because you already have a cameraman. Pick up Darkness because sometimes you just don't want that photo op, and you also get a cantrip and a spell. For the cantrip, we're going Chill Touch because undead are as cold as ice. And for the spell, we're picking Shatter. Spice is a talker, so embrace it.
Level 5 gives Sugar a 4th level in Warlock.
Is she going to continue in Warlock for the rest of the build?
Is Spice?
I hate you.
Instead of an ASI, take the Meta Magic Adept feat. You get 2 sorcery points for your Meta Magic options. Pick Twin Spell and Quicken Spell because sometimes you have to speed up the video to get everything within the time limit.
Wait, Dextrose isn't Hyper from the Sugar Rush?
Sometimes they crash and burn.
Like their Snatch game?
For your spell, pick Lesser Restoration so your fans can see, hear, or reach your TikToks no matter where they're at.
Spice is now a level 5 Warlock, and she's getting an Invocation and a spell. Let's switch out the Invocation Repelling Blast for Devil Sight so that you can see through the darkness and make it yours. For the new invocations, we're going to pick Investment of the Chainmaster. Your familiar has now increased its movement speed to 40 feet. They can now attack with a bonus action. Their attacks are considered magical. They can now use your spell save DC when a creature makes a saving throw, and can use your reaction to give your familiar resistance to incoming damage.
So instead of doing everything herself, Cardamom just lets her imp do it for her.
It's hard to wipe when you have nails. For your next spell, pick Vampiric Touch to keep your energy going by siphoning it from others, because we gotta keep up with Stevia's Sugar Rush.
Sugar
And Spice.
take another level in Warlock. Sugar's invocation is Gift of the Ever-Living Ones. If you and your familiar are within 100 feet of each other, when you cast a healing spell, it's a maximum roll. Are you hurt? No problem. Cast Cure Wounds on yourself and you'll be fine.
How selfish of Xylitol.
At least I can heal myself. What can oregano do?
Go boom good.
For your spell, pick Revivify. Between Spare the Dying Plus, Circle of Mortality, and Healing Light, this spell should be rarely used, but helpful if all else fails.
Spice is now a level 6 Warlock. Undead Warlocks get grave touched. You no longer need to eat, drink, or breathe, which is great because you're doing your makeup all day. Once each turn, you can change the damage type of an attack to necrotic damage. And if you're in your Dread era, you can roll 1 additional die equal to the die you just replaced.
Last level, and both of them are going Warlock. Finally, Sugar is at level 6 Warlock where she gets Radiant Soul. She gains resistance to radiant damage, and any spells that deal radiant damage can add extra damage equal to your charisma modifier. You're so sweet that your radiating light deals ego damage to those who can't handle people having fun. Your spell this level is Hypnotic Pattern so you can mesmerize everyone around you.
Spice is now a level 7 Warlock, which means she gets another invocation and spell. Your invocation will be Sculptor of Flesh, so you can polymorph anyone into your favorite doll. For your spell, pick Dimension Door, so you and Swerve can nope the hell out of any situation that y'all are uncomfortable with.
And that's the build. Take Sugar down Warlock for more healing dice and invocations, or down Cleric for crit negation at level 6.
Spice can keep going down Warlock for more invocations and blasting, and Necrotic Husk, which gives you either resistance or necrotic immunity in your Dread era, and if you die, you can blast everyone that you choose within 30 feet and then choose to not actually die. Or you can multiclass into Sorcerer for meta magics if you feel you have to.
Now you know how to play the identical twins of Season 15. Enjoy!
You sure you're not getting a migraine from eating all that sucrose?
At least I'm enjoying myself not having to deal with anise.
You take that back. Anise is amazing.
If I ever wanted to eat licorice, please check my temperature because I must be sick.
Your sense of taste is lacking.
And yet I love you. What does that say about you?
That you love people with bad taste.
For your spell, pick Revivify.